What's up? Hope you're doing awesome. Pixel art games are not just a nostalgic nod to the past, but also a thriving genre in today's gaming industry. Developers, whether paying homage to old-school classics or working with tight budgets, continue to release pixelated games with outstanding gameplay. In this video, I'll share the best pixel art shooters that will pleasantly surprise you. But first, here are the winners of the last giveaway. I'll contact you right after this video. Stay tuned until the end to find out which games will be up for grabs in the next giveaway. I purchase all the keys on Instant Gaming. It's fast, convenient, and offers the best prices. Check out the link in the description. Let's start with Selaco. This is a fast-paced shooter inspired by classics like Quake and Doom. The game is set in an underground base housing survivors after Earth was nearly destroyed. One day, the base is invaded by armed soldiers. The attack must be repelled by the protagonist, the base's head of security. The developers have placed great emphasis on the storyline, which unfolds through an extensive campaign. Combat gets progressively harder thanks to an advanced AI system. Enemies can not only react to each other's presence, but also coordinate their actions, making every encounter more intense. Prodeus. The creators of Prodeus masterfully combine modern visual styles with pixel art. The environments resemble contemporary shooters, but the enemies are rendered in old-school sprite style, complete with pixelated blood that flows by the bucket load. Behind this game are seasoned veterans of the genre. Most of the gameplay revolves around ruthless firefights with various monsters, set to a heavy metal soundtrack. Notable features include powerful weapons and a built-in map editor that lets players create and share custom levels. Cultic is a shining example of the darker side of retro shooters, blending the thrill of slaying hordes of demons with the horror of an eerie, nightmare-fueled setting. Case in point, the game begins with you crawling out of a grave in the middle of a satanic ritual. The game is a clear tribute to classic shooters but takes full advantage of modern technology, offering detailed object physics, realistic lighting, and a fully 3D game world. This means the experience is not only nostalgic but also smooth and immersive. Ion Fury. This game brings the charm of classic shooters back to life, featuring 3D environments and 2D sprite enemies. Remarkably, Ion Fury was created using a modified version of the engine that powered the legendary Duke Nukem. Playing as a badass protagonist wielding a minigun, you take on a robotic army in the streets of New Washington. The gameplay includes fast-paced gunfights and plenty of secret areas to discover. The attention to detail from the developers ensures that the fun doesn't fade even after hours of playtime. Blood, Fresh Supply. In this game, your enemies include zombies, cultists, demons, Lovecraftian horrors, and more. Visually, it's a clear throwback to the genre's golden age. The gameplay also harks back to the past, challenging players to clear enemy-packed levels using a variety of deadly weapons. What's unique is how versatile the combat is. You can eliminate foes with a shotgun, a lighter, an aerosol can, a pitchfork, or even a voodoo doll. The game's high-speed protagonist and creative weapon choices make it an unforgettable experience. Devil Daggers. Players have encountered terrifying flying skulls in Doom, but in this game, skeletons of various shapes and sizes are the main foes, adding a horror twist. Armed with magical weapons and spells, you must survive endless waves of demons. The gameplay is hardcore, demanding sharp reflexes and persistence. Notable features include its striking pixel graphics, immersive atmosphere, and minimalist level design, making the experience intense yet visually captivating. Friends vs. Friends. This fast-paced first-person shooter introduces unique elements of a card game. Alongside intense firefights, players build a deck that allows them to deploy weapons, special abilities, and effects. Strategically combining these cards can give you an edge over your opponents. To help players get comfortable with the mechanics, the game includes a practice mode where you can train against bots. Once you've mastered the basics, you can dive into fierce multiplayer battles with other players. Postal, Brain Damaged. A spin-off of the Postal series, this brutal first-person shooter follows the story of a protagonist with a brain injury. Awakening in a psychiatric clinic, he discovers that a deranged nurse has turned patients and staff into maniacs by drugging them with mysterious pills. Your mission: escape the asylum while shooting anything that moves or flies. Unlike the open-world structure of previous titles, this wild shooter features a series of individual levels designed with retro shooter principles, packed with the franchise's signature humor, satire, and over-the-top violence. Arthurian Legends. An old-school medieval action game with a dark fantasy vibe, Arthurian Legends pits you against Saxons, demonic creatures, rogue mages, and the undead. You'll journey through eerie swamps, shadowy forests, fortresses, mystical crypts, and frigid deserts, battling an invading Saxon army wielding dark magic. The game also offers a survival mode where you face endless hordes of undead in arena battles. Players can wield over 10 different types of weapons, use magical runes to gain unique abilities, and explore secret levels packed with hidden treasures. Forgive Me Father 2. A chilling blend of horror and first-person shooting, Forgive Me Father 2 is set in a world overtaken by Lovecraftian horrors. Players choose between two characters, a priest or a journalist, each with unique abilities and upgrade paths. The game combines the classic Doom-style gameplay with a madness mechanic, where your sanity level directly impacts the gameplay. This mechanic, alongside the eerie atmosphere, makes the experience uniquely unsettling and thrilling. Delver is a roguelike adventure game centered on exploring dark dungeons. Your main goal is to find a way back to the surface, all while battling monsters and collecting rewards. The story begins at the entrance to a dungeon, where a nearby camp provides access to traders and NPCs offering quests. However, there's no turning back. Once you enter the dungeon, you must press forward. If you die, all your skills reset and quests are lost, adding a layer of challenge and urgency to every run. Project Warlock. An old-school first-person shooter set in a fantasy universe, Project Warlock draws inspiration from the most iconic games in the genre. Players can choose between multiple heroes, wield a diverse arsenal of weapons, and unleash powerful spells. The game features detailed environments, energetic music, and enemies with intelligent AI, ensuring they feel like more than just target practice. The protagonist earns experience points for each enemy defeated, which can be used to enhance stats and unlock unique perks, offering a customizable gameplay experience. Turbo Overkill. Set in a neon-lit futuristic megacity, Turbo Overkill follows a lone hero tasked with clearing the streets of rampant crime. Armed with a vast array of weapons, each featuring alternate fire modes, the protagonist must face countless foes. One standout feature is the hero's built-in chainsaw leg, perfect for slicing through enemies. The game also includes dual pistols with electric firing modes, as well as traditional weapons like shotguns, grenade launchers, and a double-barreled minigun. The high-octane combat is as flashy as the city itself. Warhammer Boltgun. An adrenaline-pumping shooter set in the Warhammer universe, Boltgun embraces the retro FPS format with a fast-paced, intense gameplay style. Players can expect thrilling battles, a visually appealing art style, and meticulously designed levels filled with hordes of enemies. The game boasts an impressive arsenal, allowing players to annihilate waves of foes with sheer firepower. Boltgun is an ideal choice for fans of retro-inspired titles like Doom and Quake. Here's the final list. I hope you found something interesting for yourself. For a chance to win a Steam key, just subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and write any comment. In the next video, you'll have the chance to win 3 keys for SpongeBob SquarePants: The Cosmic Shake, a new story-driven shooter, Moon Mystery, and a new anime-style adventure game, Last Time I Saw You. The Image Game channel was with you. Best of luck to everyone.